How's it going, everyone? God bless. Gustavo Romo here. Excited to share with you guys a quick tutorial on GenesisCampos song Gran. I'm sure many of you have heard it in the past, but today we have decided to play it a little bit differently. So quick few things that I'd like to discuss when we're playing this song is that Trombone 2 actually gets a solo in this song. At the beginning, we're using nice warm tones to provide a foundation while Genesis is singing the main melody, where she's singing Veo a miles de naciones que hoy cantan a tu, right? And we, on Trombone 2, we are using a sort of warm foundation underneath, and then we start to do a call and response to the melody that's actually being sung. So for example, when we're playing it, make sure to use a warm tone when we're starting off. So for example, when we're playing our B here, you're right. So make sure when we're playing that, when we're providing that foundation to create a nice warm, something pleasant to listen to, because after all, there are words being sung over this, right? But we still want to make it sound present and let people know that, hey, there's a trombone playing, right? So good articulation, nice warmth. You create good warmth by making a widened feeling in your jaw. So for example, when you're playing, instead of tightening the lips, trombone players, we can get away with creating a relaxed embouchure, keeping it tight here, but everywhere else relaxed, and you'll find yourself finding a really good tone. So instead of playing like this, we don't want to squeeze our lips, we want to keep it nice and relaxed. To, to, to. That's how it should feel when we're playing inside a trombone. And by doing that, you can ensure that you'll get a nice, good sound while you're playing. Another thing to keep in mind is when we're playing this music, it's important to start slow when you're learning. Every time we learn new music, it is always important to take it slow first. From what I've heard in the past, if you can play it slow, you can play it fast, right? So if we take our time and our patience to learn this stuff, like for example, that line that the trombones do, bum 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 ba da ba 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 ba. I didn't get it the first time either. So it's important to take that really slow, which is why I provided the notes in the video before that you just watched, to make sure that you can take it as slow as you need to. If you want, you can pause the video, but I recommend taking it note by note. For example, you know what I mean? For example, but don't be afraid to take things slow first. Because by then, like once you keep repeating it and repeating it and repeating it, from what I've heard, that if you can repeat something 8 times perfectly, you have learned it. You have achieved a perfected way of playing what you have practiced. And so it's always a good importance to, take that into consideration when you're practicing. Don't be afraid to take things slow and repeat, repeat, repeat. One last thing to keep in mind at the end of the song, where the trumpets and the other instruments have the main melody, da 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 ya da. Us trombone players, we are providing a foundation to the song. We're not necessarily playing an important rhythm, but we are important in the sense that with our sound, we are creating a nice bass foundation for the rest of the instruments. Because without it, everything else would sound a little thin, which is why we as trombone players, we have to develop a nice, fat, warm sound. And when I mean fat, I mean, big enough to where it doesn't feel like a tin can, but it feels like a bowl. When you're playing, it should feel like a big bowl. Do, 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 right? For example, at the end where the melody goes da 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 da, we have to create a nice tone with our horns and create the foundation. Just create it nice and warm. Don't blast it out too much. You know, the point is for us to be heard enough, but at the end of the day, the melody has to come out on top, right? The more we understand our positions as musicians, you know, the happier we'll all be. Hope this helps you guys out in any way or shape or form. Keep practicing, keep looking at those notes, take as much as time as you need, and you know, at the end of the day, it's always there. Have a wonderful day, everyone. God bless.